Kamaldeen Sulemana and his club side Southampton have avoided the tag of the team with the worst Premier League points in history with 11. They found a way to draw with Manchester City, and they found a way to get 12 points for the season so far with a couple of games to go. And that means that they don't have the worst record or the joint worst record in Premier League history for points with Derby County. They've escaped that tag by just a couple of, well, by just 1 point. And it could be a couple or more in the other games to go. We're going to talk about his performance today. We're also going to talk about the Unity Cup game. Ghana versus Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. The Unity games are set to be held in London, GTEC Stadium, Brentford, the home stadium where it will be held. We'll look at the possible squad that will be named today, starting with the goalkeeper. We'll also talk about Antoine Semenyo and also his club side. The race for a European place seems to be slipping from them. Aston Villa were able to nick one past them and get all 3 points and edge closer to a return to the Champions League after making it into the Champions League this year and getting as far as the quarterfinal stage. We're going to look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. Before we get into it, Ghana are set to face Egypt, in case you've not seen it yet, in the AFCON Under 20 on Monday, the 12th of May. Don't forget to follow our new Twitter page. Our old one got compromised. Guys, do me a favor, pause this video. The new Twitter page is the first comment pinned here. Click on it, follow us there before you continue watching the video. I'm pleading with you guys here. Please do that for me. It won't take you more than 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Then come back here again and let me make this a bit bigger. This QR code here, it's actually on your bottom left if you're watching the screen. It has our Instagram page as well. It also got compromised. Unfortunately, it got compromised. We lost it. We need to build our Instagram page as well. Great having you guys here, but please let's build the Instagram page as well. Scan it as well. I'll add it to the Twitter page. Comment in the comment section as well to make it easy for all those who don't have their phones to scan readily and can easily tap on it and then follow us on Instagram as well. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's jump into it and first talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana and Antoine Semenyo, who for their various club sides today it was a happy one, probably despite relegation for Kamaldeen Sulemana. They held Manchester City to a 0-0 draw. City are still chasing second position as they also chase a Champions League position. They'll have to go down to the wire. Manchester City chasing the pack. They went to the Saints and they were hoping to get all 3 points to mount more pressure on Arsenal. Unfortunately, it did not happen. They had to settle for a share of the spoils. They drew blanks in the end. Kamaldeen Sulemana was lively in this game for Manchester, well, for his club side Southampton, who without points are not the worst team ever in terms of points. Derby County hold that unenviable record still. 11 points they finished a 38 Premier League season with. Southampton currently have 12 points, so they don't have that unenviable record, maybe second worst, obviously. But it was a good day at the office for Southampton, who many of the City players felt did not come into play. They just came in, stood there, and they didn't want City just to score. But it's football. You can't decide whether or how a team should play. That's how they decided to play, and they got the result they wanted, unfortunately, for City. Antoine Semenyo and his Bournemouth side, who are also chasing a European place, were unfortunate to suffer defeat. It means that they have made it a bit tougher. Probably a Conference League position is what will be available for them. So unfortunate for them on that front. Semenyo lost the ball that led to the goal that Oli Watkins scored and made him the highest goal scorer for Aston Villa in their history, beating Gabriel Akpan. upon Lahore. So congratulations to Oli Watkins on that front. It's now time to jump into the Unity Cup possible goalkeepers. Remember, the Unity Cup will take place from the 27th of May to the 31st of May. There'll be some cup finals happening for various clubs in there. But so far, I've checked the teams that are participating in the cup finals, and no Ghanaian team or player would be involved. Thomas Partey would have probably been involved if his Arsenal side had qualified for the final, but he will be absolved. 31st of May is the date for the Champions League final. He will not be in that competition final with his club side Arsenal. They lost to PSG, and that means that they will be not participating in that one there. That being said, we'll jump into the possible goalkeepers. I expect Jojo Wollacott to still be in there for the Ghana national team. Jojo has been was called up in the last World Cup qualifiers. He is in England, based in England, obviously, and he will be available for this game here. It will be a game to test our players, to test the strengths ahead of the penultimate and final match days for the World Cup qualifiers. So we'll be seeing how the players fare here. Jojo Wollacott this season has been involved in action for his club side, not so much for the Ghana national team. The last time he played for the Ghana national team was in a friendly game, I think, versus Uganda at the start of the tenure of Coach Otuado. It ended in a 2-2 draw. But since then, he's been a bit part role. Lawrence Atizigi taking part, and most recently, Benjamin Asare also taking center stage for them. But I expect Jojo Wollacott to be called up here. Benjamin Asare is the other player which I expect to also be in the strong few games. A couple of games with the Ghana national team has also been some way okay with the Accra Heart of Oak since returning. He was recently given a car for his strong performances by a businessman here in Ghana. We're happy for him. He was being trolled when he took Chorcho, which I did not see any sense in that. But hey, we're in Ghana. But he got his nice new Elantra. He'll be cruising now in town, and the trolls will have nothing to troll about. Probably a good thing that they were trolling him in the end. And Benjamin Asare, impressive for Ghana. According to the coach, he was one of the best players in training. So he got in the first 2 games and kept 2 clean sheets. Ghana winning 5-0 and 3-0. And most of the players, as I reported a couple of days ago, that will be involved in this Unity Cup will be those who are locally based. So yeah, we could expect more of them to be involved here. And I think Benjamin Asare will be one of them for Accra Hearts of Oak. Another player I'll talk about here is Lawrence Atizigi, obviously for FC St. Gallen. He'll be there. I'm not expecting him to start for these Unity Cup games. I think Joe Wollacott or Benjamin Asare will still take priority. Lawrence Atizigi has been the number 1 for Ghana for a while now, and it's very difficult for that to change. I'll give special mentions to Frederick Asare of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I've been impressed watching him a couple of times this season. He's been amazing since returning to the starting lineup for the Porcupine Warriors before the Kumasi Asante Kotoko team let go of Prosper Nati Ogum. I think he was one of the brightest spots in there. His decision making in the post has been good, and I've been impressed watching him play. I'll make a case for Frederick Asare, and I was impressed with this under-20 goalkeeper who is currently playing with Ghana under-20 in the under-20 African Cup of Nations. I know probably it would be a bit too early after the tournament for him to join, but if there's a slot in there, I expect Giodis, who has been playing for Dreams FC, to make a shout in there. Aside that, I think these are the top three goalkeepers, along with 2 other notable mentions that I think should be called up for this Unity game here. Ghana, Nigeria, Ghana, Jamaica, Ghana, possibly Trinidad and Tobago in the final. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. Talking to you about Antoine Semenyo and Kamaldeen Sulemana, their performance today for their clubs, what it meant to their position in the league, and also talking to you about the possible goalkeepers that could be in the Unity Cup. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.